Hello there. Social media. What are you going to post on social media today? This is probably a question that as a business owner, you ask yourself every single day. And having strategy, that's the word, it's a new word, we're going with it. It's the best way to make sure that you're actually turning your content into customers. Okay, we can post all kinds of random stuff, but if it's not strategic, if it's not in some way creating a lead or creating a customer, what are we doing it for, right? It's a waste of our time that we have very limited amounts of as it is. So social media, guys, we should have strategy to it. We should have a plan. Everything that we create does need to both create a picture of who we are. For real, we want to share our real selves. We want people to be able to get to know us, decide whether they like us, like our personality, like our style, like our character. That is the only thing that separates us from our competition. We could all be teaching the same thing. We could all be saying the same thing. We can all be offering the same thing. What makes us be chosen over our competitors is our personality, our voice, our character, and whether people connect with that or not. So our social media needs to first of all do that. What we're posting needs to show who we are, what we like, what our personality and character's like, because that is the biggest thing that either attracts or repels our tribe. The second thing that your social media posts need to do is they need to, in some way, have a call to action. Do they need to opt into a free thing so that you can grow your email address, right? You can grow your email list. Do you have something for offer? Do you have something that they can buy? And the other thing they need to be is discoverable. Your social media posts need to be able to be found in Google or in natively the search function of that particular platform that you're posting on. The whole point of social media content is not necessarily just to get the instant likes and the instant engagement and the instant signups. It's to create historical content out there, published publicly on the internet, that is going to come back time and time again in search results of our target customer. It is content that over time is going to continue to serve us and bring us in leads. So I have, as an experienced business owner, experienced this problem of what am I going to post today? And I have actually recently published my 16th book. This has just turned up in a big box, which I'm very excited about. And this has got in it a prompt for you to use to either live stream about, blog about, write a social media post about, create an image about. It's a prompt for you specifically as a business owner. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, but if you are running a business, this book here has 365 prompts in it. Now, not just that, so not only does it give you a prompt of the day for every day of the year, it also gives you guidance here on how to do those three things to make your content actually effective. What are you going to do to make you, your authentic personality, your authentic self, your life show and become visible in that post? So there's a little prompt for you here in terms of what story you're going to use, what part of your life or yourself or your business are you going to share so that you do actually create that genuine exposure of who you are so that people can connect with you deeper and faster. It also has a prompt in there for how this relates to your particular audience, because we can't just be out there spurting about ourselves all the time, right? That's just going to get boring after a while. We're going to look like a crazy narcissist and we're eventually going to get people press the block button pretty quickly. If we really want to convert people into customers, into fans, it's got to be about them. So there's a prompt in here for how you're going to actually relate that back to your audience, back to your topic, and of course, back to you being the leader in your particular area of expertise. And then finally, discoverability. As I mentioned, you need to make sure that your content is going to keep working for you long after you've published it. It's going to keep coming up in search results. And that means having some kind of call to action, links, hashtags, things like that. So it's giving you the options here. So every day of the year, and this book isn't just limited to 2022, this has a prompt for you of what you're going to post about and how you're going to actually make that effective for your business so that you're earning money and followers. So I actually have made this available either on Amazon. So this is a published book on Amazon. If you want to go and check that out, just Google Sarah Corden at Amazon, you will find it and you can buy this printed version of the book. If you just can't wait for Amazon to deliver this to you, you can instantly download it. I've made a page available at sarahcorden.com/365social. The link's just scrolling along the bottom of the screen there at the moment. And that will take you to a page where you can instantly download it for half the price that it costs on Amazon. All right. You will get a instant download, which is printable. So if you just want to print it using your own printer, it's only $11 if you grab the downloadable version, or you can go to Amazon and grab yourself the print version, which I have to admit, I'm a bit biased. It's pretty sexy, right? It looks nice. And I've actually been using mine today. What are we on? Tomorrow. Well, I've got ahead of myself. The time of recording this, it's the 10th of February. I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm using my own book, right? Using my own book here to create my own content myself. So, I'm not just creating stuff to make money. This is actually what I do. It's how I get my ideas, my inspiration. It's just taking me this long to put it in a format that I can give it to everybody else in. So there we are. Now, while I'm here, might as well do a double plug, because I've got my 15th book that I published in my hand as well. I've only just got this organized. This book here, it's called Time to Shine, Inspired Journaling for Self-Transformation. So for those of you who know me fairly well, I'm quite a woo-woo person. Like you may have noticed on the back of my bookshelf, I've got crystals bigger than your head, right? Because, the amount of crazy I have going on in this one, I need crystals the size of my head to get the zen back. Sometimes I've got like butterflies and dead birds and all kinds of stuff in here, right? They have a point in my world. They have a purpose in my world. But journaling has been a very, very powerful tool for me in both my business success, my professional success, and just in my general life. I consider myself to be a pretty happy person. I do get stressed sometimes, like ask my husband. Actually, don't ask my husband. Don't ask him anything. He'll tell you too many secrets. I really attribute my success to journaling, to getting my thoughts clear on paper, because all of us, right, we're only human. We are controlled often by our emotions. And when our emotions start taking over our body and start taking over the way that we think, it changes the way that we act. It changes the things we do or stop doing, and we can completely start self-sabotaging. So by journaling and asking yourself very specific questions about what do you want? What about this? What if this was to happen? What would I do? How would I sort of problem solve in this instance? Can really help you bring you back from your emotional body into your thinking body and help you make better decisions every single day. It also gives you clarity on what you want. When you've got clarity on what you want, it makes it a lot easier to know what to do in order to actually move towards getting that thing that you want. So I'm a really, really big fan of journaling. And here I have got you a whole entire year worth of journaling questions that I actually pulled out of my own diary. So I've got my own journals that I use all the time. And I've put them all inside this book. You've got a question for every day of the year and some inspirational quotes. And it will focus very much on personal success. So if that's something that you find will work for you, I open up a page every day and just use that as my morning prompt to get myself in flow with myself, who I am, where I'm going, what I want for that day. That is also available on Amazon. Just type in Sarah Cordiner, Amazon, and that will come up on Amazon for you. And you can write right inside the book, right? I've made that on purpose, that this actually becomes your journal rather than just your prompts as well. So there we go. That is like a full-blown bunch of self-promotional content going on there. I normally do training and tip videos. This live was purely to promote myself and my new books that have come through. But these have been created to help you. All of the things I create are what I do and use myself, because it's all about the sharing. Sharing is caring. And when you've got something that works, and this applies to yourself and your own audiences as well, when you've got something you do that works for you, share it. because clearly it works, and there are other people out there that think like you, live like you, act like you, and have the same goals and aspirations as you. So if you share what's working for you in any format, whether it's a book, whether it's an ebook, whether it's courses, whether it's live streams like this, you are going to make a big difference in somebody's life. You might inspire somebody. You might give somebody an idea that can completely change their whole entire life. You might just make somebody smile for 5 minutes and forget the problems that they had completely consuming them 5 minutes before. So please don't be afraid to share who you are, what you do, what you love, because you can completely and utterly change somebody's life, and in some cases, even save it. So never be afraid, be you. And of course, go and check out my books. All right, I'm going to leave it there. The link's below. Just Google it too. You'll find it. If you have any more questions, chuck them in the comments. I'll come back and check in just a moment. And thanks for listening. I'll see you again real soon.